out already?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm just going to use the pasta.
I've always wondered. Is it the amount or how fast you consume it? For both. Or alcohol? How drunk you get? Like if you get too drunk.
I mean, it's kind of a mix between the two. Because it takes about 2 hours to get a drink completely out of your system, I believe. Or it's either 2 hours for one drink or or 2 drinks for 1 hour.
Either way, I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah. So if you're drinking slower than that, you probably won't get terribly drunk.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I think you're making the right choice, though. Taking it slowly and not getting drunk again. Yeah. I always got when we stay sober. There's nothing wrong with actually drinking it. Yeah. I was surprised by how good that is. Tobacco. Wow. I mean, wine galore in the Bible.
Man, in ye old ancient days, you didn't drink water because you didn't have a way of purifying water. Except by putting alcohol in it.
Right. Wine purifies itself. I've heard that in Russia, in some places during the war,
the water is I mean, it's still true today. Like there are like restaurants where you have to pay for water.
Oh yeah.
But the vodka is free.
I haven't heard of that. Vodka is free?
In certain restaurants.
Oh wow.
It's not good vodka.
Well, of course. But yeah, when I was in Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, you had to pay like $2.50 for a cup of water. Not like a bottle of water. You couldn't just get tap water because it's not safe.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I didn't realize it was that expensive to, live. I'm getting there.
But yeah.
Come on. Here. Oh, yeah, that's good enough. We're gonna slam the. That's
or maybe we won't. There isn't like a particular need to slam it down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is gonna stick out.
Yeah, but like as it burns up, it'll slide back down. So as long as we don't put a bunch of leaves on there. Putting leaves on there, we should have lit on it.
Yeah. That's just the burns up for now.
But other sticks and stuff, just. Yeah. Even before I turned 21, I a basic familiarity with alcohol, because both in Minnesota, if I remember correctly, and Wisconsin for sure, if your parents are supervising you, it's okay to have alcohol as a minor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that's true. I've had mimosa and things like that when they've been around. Yeah. We're adults. We can adult now.
Yeah. So my grandma likes making rum and coke, which I like.
Rum and what?
Rum and coke. It's just what it says.
Like rum and Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
I haven't really heard of that before. Is it good?
It's pretty good. It's a simple mixed drink, and it's good. Gives you a little bit buzz.
Oh. Oops, sorry. No problem. Yeah, not drunk, because the Coke, I would imagine, kind of mediates it.
I mean, if you drink enough of it,
Of course. You gotta be smart.
you drink a glass of enough. I mean, it also depends on who's mixing the Coke and rum.
Well, yeah. 99% rum and 1% Coke.
Because the person who hosted most of the alcoholic parties at Gaming House and was doing most of the mixed drinks. She liked mixing her drinks strong. So
Not a good idea. Is that just a green shoe?
yeah. Well, burn.
Yeah, we'll just take it
It's
out.
hot enough.
I'm surprised by how fast you're going through this stuff.
Probably just because it's not actually as packed in as it seemed at first.
No, that's not us. Way too long after that smoke.
Yep.
Besides, I don't know to turn on the sirens for that.
For going half a block. Literally.
Barney Fife would.
But yeah,
You know who among the Lord of the Rings cast makes bad puns?
Who?
Well, Orlando Bloom wouldn't, but Elijah would. Sorry. The other nice thing about having a camera, you can actually do an aside glance. Like a real life aside glance.
It's like gold for you.
Yeah. I get to do an aside glance. How cool is that? I can make bad puns and do the aside glance. It's like eating your cake and having it. And then ruining it.
because you're still bad at jokes.
Right. Sometimes it's nice just to do nothing.
Yep. Do that for Jack. I should give a piece of paper.
What you doing there?
Gonna try making an origami crane.
Oh, that's a nice thing to do with your time.
Because did I tell you what the name of the channel is gonna be?
I feel like it has something to do with the Phoenix, doesn't it?
Yes, Phoenix Roost.
Phoenix Roost.
The idea behind this being, we'll at the end of each fire, we'll burn an origami crane,
That's a great idea.
and it'll be the birth of a new phoenix.
Very nice. I didn't even know you could make origami cranes.
I had a friend who knows how to teach me, and then I have a website on here that has the instructions for me to help me remember.
Ah, very cool. Not a sponsor.
Hmm?
Oh, no. I'm going to be re-auditioning for choir on Tuesday. That'll be
Good
nice.
luck.
We're supposed to pick a song for the, the piano player to play and we sing along to it. So usually I pick, one of the songs that we did in choir, but this time it seems like a lot of them are happy songs. I thought maybe it'd be different to do a song of lament or a sad song.
So I'm going to do this beautiful old hymn I found called Holy Jesus. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Yeah. I found it online, I think. Or maybe it was during Easter. Yeah, it's just very, very sad about, sort of going, Jesus, why would you do this for us when it's, we're the ones who made the mistake and you're paying for it. Very sad song. But it's beautiful. We're going to go to South Dakota this time on tour.
That's neat.
Have you been to South Dakota?
I did.
Oh, really?
On one of... Yeah, we went to North and South Dakota on one of our summer vacations a couple of years ago.
Oh, fun. What'd you do there?
Visited some parks mostly.
You get to see the Badlands?
Yep.
Boy, those are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the kind of place where you just love to do something in. Like, I don't know what,
remember,
but something.
trying to remember, because we went to Badlands in both North Dakota and South Dakota.
I didn't know there were Badlands in North Dakota.
Yeah. In one of the two, the Badlands have had like green shrubs, a significant amount of green like growing around, but it was like the same underlying terrain.
Oh, I see. No, I was thinking of the kind where it's sort of like
Just all
suddenly
gray.
It dips down, and then there's all these mounds, the hills,
Yeah.
and everything. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
can see
like
the
the
strata of rock going through all.
yeah,
of it.
that's the terrain in both of them. But like
Yeah.
one of the Badlands that we visited in one of the states had like stuff growing in that geography.
I did not know that.
So.
Wow. There got to be some hardy plants to grow in that kind of terrain.
Oh yeah, and it's not like a lot of plants.
Well, yeah. They call it the Badlands for a reason. But man, you just want to go and like, mountain bike or ATV race or, even have just a game of tag or something. There's just so many things to climb on and
Yeah.
look at and see, and man, that's cool. And it's weird because the land is just perfectly normal, and all of a sudden you just got like this big pock mark right in the middle of the land. Did you see the Needles Highway? It sort of goes up into the hills and lots of stone spires sticking up everywhere in South Dakota.
Can't remember seeing it, but it has been a few years. Like,
It's around Mount Rushmore.
I think it might have been before college.
Oh, really?
Can't remember. Sorry to remember these things.
Oh, good. Some of those sticks are slowly dropping inside.
Yep.
Like you said they would. Should we toss some more large pieces of wood on there?
Probably could.
We can finish that bag over there.
You can toss this strip of paper in too.
Oh, sure. But first I must read it.
More time on the music than on rote learning. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. It is done. Hey, what was that beep I heard? Was that your phone or was that the camera?
That was my phone.
Oh, good. The camera is still rolling, right? It hasn't overheated?
Yep, still rolling.
Hooray!
Oh, we have a beautiful bed of embers here. So your mom wants to keep the bags?
Probably have enough now, so you can just burn the rest of the bags.
Well, considering our experience with that water, I think I won't.
Okay.
You're gonna have to put the lid on again. Rabbits. Interesting looking rabbits. Their ears aren't all that big. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to be rabbitist. some special kind of wrapping?
Oh, Allie knows. I don't.
Emma's gonna start asking questions when I go home with pear cider on my breath. There we go. Oh hey, there's one of our pieces of charcoal.
Aha!
At long last. That's the end of it. Two down already.
We can probably put the leaves on too, as long as we put the cover back on immediately.
I'll wait on those.
Oh, it's a beautiful fire.
Yep.
Fire almost seems to be moving in slow motion in a way.
Not quite sure what you mean.
I just mean it seems to be more liquid. It doesn't seem to be shooting up as fast as some fires.
Yeah.
But maybe there's not quite as much heat to shoot, lift it up.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's just the cider kind of.
It's doing well. Just resetting. Because it's at about 1:30 left on the record time.
Oh, sure. Well, we might not be able to record the entire thing, but...
I mean, I would like if it had an obvious icon telling me how long until it's overheated,
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
or how close it was to overheating. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, it do not.
So we just sort of have to watch it, wait until it blows up.
Yep.
Great. That's probably good enough heat-wise.
So I clearly messed something up and I'm not sure what it is. So I'll have to go back to the person I know who knows how to make paper crayons and get retrained.
Well, you could just start over and try to refold the thing.
No, because I'm certain I folded it how I thought it should be folded, so.
Well, I mean, doesn't the online instructions tell you?
The online instructions are not the best.
Oh. Can you find a different place?
Oh wait, this?
Maybe a YouTube video.
I learned best by somebody else teaching me anyway, so
I do too. I just figured if we wanted
We don't really need to pull all the leaves off.
Well, yeah, I just figured it wouldn't be as much stuff to float away in the breeze and they biodegrade anyway.
I guess I should rephrase. I was planning on, after we burn all this stuff up, taking a rake through the yard to get all of the whatever other leaves and stuff were lying around and throw it into the fire.
Oh, I see, sorry.
So.
I think it was all coming on and everything.
That's just a different sort of thing to throw into the fire.
What?
That's just a different sort of thing to throw into the fire next time.
Leaves?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you're supposed to burn leaves.
They're just fine to burn as long as you keep them in a contained enough space so they don't blow away while burning.
Oh, I suppose that's true. I just thought there was some sort of city ordinance about burning large piles of leaves.
I haven't heard that.
Maybe
it might
like,
exist.
Maybe it means like piles of leaves, like just open air piles, as opposed to covered things.
I mean, even if that is an ordinance, we can just slowly burn it along with other bits of wood.
Right.
After the leaves all fall. So.
Who needs to wait till after? Just chop down a tree. Leaves will fall sooner or later. So will the wood. Maybe a couple centuries later. May as well get it over with.
You're not wrong, but you're also not correct.
I mean, just pull the Band-Aid off. Just get that tree down. It's going to come down eventually. Now we're just having a tree down because of Dutch elm disease.
Yeah.
My perspective is skewed. It's too bad. That tree's been there a long time.
Yeah. Your backyard's gonna look very different.
Oh yeah, barren. But we're hoping to put in another tree. I think I may have told you.
Okay.
Some sort
Yeah,
of...
I almost would have thought that it might be interesting to like try to use the stump to like make a picnic table or something.
Yeah, I thought that might be fun too. And I think we are going to keep the stump for a while.
I mean, it of course depends on how rotten through the stump is, because...
But it seems pretty solid, honestly. I think it's the roots that are the problem. Alright, well that takes care of the leafy nonsense.
Yep.
Oh great, you got me saying nonsense too. Wow. Just what, 4 bags? And the 2 things of little brush.
Yep. You're making good progress. Should have plenty of time to let the fire just sort of burn out on its own.
Yeah. I didn't expect we'd get through it all today.
I mean, in my estimation of how long it was taking to burn things, I was basically just deliberately not factoring in the brush, because I know that burns real fast.
Yeah.
So.
We essentially burned half a bag, well, a third of a bag of brush, just all together in one swoop.
Yeah.
I feel like the wheels ought to have been made out of metal.
Probably should have been. Then again, this is only like $100 fire pit instead of like a $300 fire pit. So
Oh,
you know,
still,
you
I mean,
get what you pay for.
Well, yeah, but $100 ought to buy you something.
Yeah, I was joking. If only, like, we had the space in this backyard to just make a permanent fire pit, because given the number of bricks I've broken over the years, we could have just built this fire pit out of the bricks.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a cover for it.
Okay, we find a suitable sized piece of metal.
Well, you're not wrong.
Drill 2 holes on it, make a handle. Bolt on a handle.
I suppose it depends on how big of a fire pit you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, how big?
I don't know. Probably that big.
Oh, well, in that case, no big deal. I thought you meant like one out at your parents' new place, like a 6-foot thing.
Oh no, that's something you only get away with when space is effectively not an issue.
Right.
When erecting a new garage does not significantly decrease the amount of space in the backyard you have.
Wow. Are you locking us out, or are you coming out with us? Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Going out to take care of your bunnies?
Yep.
Pepper and Smokey, was it?
Yep.
They're cute. Smokey seems to be a fitting name.
I mean, he doesn't run away from me nearly as fast as she does, so...
Pepper's an attack bunny.
What? Attack bunny?
Yes.
That's why she looks so harmless and cute. But she's
She has previously drawn blood on me.
Aha.
She
Sharp
doesn't
claw-
like you weird.
Teeth or claws?
Claws.
Ouch.
Yeah, there was 2 weeks where Mom and Allie were off on vacation this summer, and I was on rabbit duty because we weren't putting Dad on rabbit duty. And in theory, I was also supposed to be working on like teaching Pepper how to pose. That didn't work.
How to what?
I couldn't.
Teaching Pepper how to what?
Pose
Oh,
for competition.
you can teach a rabbit how to pose?
I can...
Well, it's just yeah.
I
It's
can
not like
see
a
if I can
particularly
make
interesting
Smokey
pose.
do.
It's just like
Yeah, you don't like...
sit up.
Yeah. You're supposed to, like, make their bodies really small and then go, like, up over them.
Silly creature. Looks very soft.
Yeah. She's got a lot of fluff. He's younger, so we think that he just hasn't fully gotten his adult coat yet, but... Yeah, she's got, like, half an inch of fluff in her. She's just got a really thick coat.
Their ears aren't as big as I would have expected. Are they a different, specific kind of rabbit?
They're a Netherland dwarf breed, so they're meant to have smaller ears and
Oh.
they're little.
A nice fire if you want to pull up a chair.
She's more interested in her bunnies.
Oh, I don't blame you.
You
That'll
wanna
do.
try holding him?
Oh, sure.
He does have rather sharp claws.
Emphasis on the word try. Oh, don't worry. I've had a cat called Theo who had extremely sharp claws.
Probably isn't used to being held like that.
Different. It's just how I happened to, catch him.
He's like, who is this person? He's very curious.
Wow, he is soft. They breathe so fast. This is not soft.
Well,
What's a fluffy bunny like?
there's like one spot in her stomach like where there's like crease between her stomach and her hip, and I can probably like stick my entire stomach. And it's like, well,
Incredible. There we go. This is a nice rabbit. I like this rabbit.
how about you, Pepper? I didn't know you're gonna want yourself to get crap. You don't do that. But
Very friendly.
Yeah, he is the friendlier of the two rabbits by far.
So I hear. Like a tribble with ears.
huh?
It's like a tribble with ears.
Pepper doesn't want to cooperate.
Well, supper's gonna be done soon, so I'm not gonna try too hard to catch her. That can take a while.
Oh,
I figured out that I can try and use the purple igloo thing to try and get her. You have to come up with all sorts of ways to try and get that rabbit.
Yeah, after the first week of being on rabbit duty for taking care of Pepper, I figured out a system of doing everything that needed doing without touching. Because she won't let me touch her.
really? What are you doing?
So I get her into her playpen by just pulling the playpen up and then opening the door of her cage into the playpen and just waiting for it to come out and then closing the doors.
She's like a tiny rabbit. She's just like, oh, my favorite. I get to run around and jump up in the air. Like, super relieved.
And then just take care of everything that needed taken care of in her cage. And then a bit later, after she was properly exhausted, I'd let her back into her cage. And then if I needed to do anything else in her cage, I did the same thing later.
Seems to move whenever I make noise.
Doing food isn't that hard. You just like have to time it right when you do things to make absolutely sure. Like,
She
that's-
doesn't come out and attack you and spill all of the food at the same time.
Yeah.
Because she's done that. She's done that to me before.
Oh, that's
Yep,
funny.
she's done that to me too.
It's so tiny and aggressive.
And one of the weird things she does is sometimes she sleeps and she'll tilt her head like all the way up when she sleeps. So she's like, please just die or something.
Strange creatures. But fun. You just can't make up your mind what position you want to be in, can you?
Or you just trying to sniff everything. Very curious.
Yeah. Reminds me of a cat in some ways. Putting their noses all over the place. Or a dog. People seem to have a thing about sniffing things. Is someone...
Pretty sure this is cicada.
That is not a cicada.
Ah, no.
You're gonna hear cicadas.
Hmm?
You're gonna hear cicadas. The noise I was hearing was definitely not cicadas.
Mother bug maybe then? I don't know.
It sounded like somebody yelling, hey. I see you, bug. You want your other bed? Nice guy. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm planning on reading them here soon.
Two of them together? Do you allow that?
We haven't done it before. We've been working on, she was a little bit overweight and smoking was a little, he's young, so he's kind of real. So we've been doing like eat the food and grow.
Miracle Grow, correct.
So now they're a little bit closer to the same size.
I'll bet you.
Woo!
Hang on. You like that about my neck the best?
Yeah. Here's two. She's either up on my shoulder, or if she starts getting nippy, I hold her like in my arm, but then her face is like under my nose, like.
Then you don't know what you're holding.
Huh?
Well, then it just looks like you're holding a ball of fluff. No hint.
She also sometimes does that when she's like, I don't want to look at things anymore.
Good sport of the world.
I can't blame her. Sometimes I try to find a little bit.
He's a very nice guy. Don't squirm or anything. Although the way they pick their feet is funny.
Yeah, sometimes I have her the fucking bunny because when she's in her playpen, well, it does a very distinctive noise when she's in her playpen. It'll be silent. She'll like run around and start bursts and like leap up really high and kick her feet at
Yeah, that's gotta be fun to watch. Very nice.
Yeah, that particular stick is sticking. I can make bad puns too.
Yeah, they stick in my sauce.
Yes, you're the masters of horrible puns. That didn't work.
Nah.
Remember when you slammed that sleeping in the ground saying how much weight did it took and how much chocolate a chocolate did?
They vaguely recall me doing these sorts of things.
What? You have an answer?
I thought.
That was a good one. Understanding the length of the weapons.
Yep.
That'd be a real pain if we had to do that with every stick.
Yep. But hey, now that I have good camera, we can make much higher quality Rear Mag Rear Smash videos
Ah, that's true.
when we get around to it. But there's already enough
That's pretty high
stuff
quality
already
before.
needing to.
They're pretty high quality before.
Yeah, but like high pixel count.
high definition smashing. Smashing shit, I do say that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get around to needing to do more violence for our wood for quite a while.
Oh yeah. That's good, we did a lot.
Yeah. We got through like 150 videos in like a summer.
Eventually, once the sheer volume of videos, people will have to start
There are Nova people I have never met who are aware of Greer Mag, Greer Smash.
like the meme or the videos?
The videos.
That's great.
One of my friends
you don't see a whole
got.
lot of views on it. At least when I was looking, you don't see a whole lot of views on it.
I mean, yeah,
Even in
not-
the morning.
I'm pretty sure viewership is still pretty closely tied to being fairly close to my circle of friends, but
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. You gotta start somewhere.
but like one of my friends had a comment from one of his friends that I've never met that he was in the newest Greer Mag, Greer Smash video. Like, well, this is the thing.
That's great.
Now, I am used to this sort of thing, because as previously mentioned, everybody already knew who I was at Nova, and I did not know who most people were at Nova, because I'm bad with names.
I'm the same way.
I'm the exact opposite.
Where nobody remembers your name, but you remember everybody else's?
Well, I tend to be a more quiet person, like on the bus or in the classroom or stuff. So I'm like, oh, that person's name is that person's name is that. And so then whenever I meet them later on, they're like, hello, what's your name? And I have to I know what their name is, but I just ask their name because I think it'll be weird.
Good idea.
They're like, sometimes, like people on the bus, they're like,
See, if I were you, what I would do in that position is I would just say their name, and then when they'd ask how you know their name, I would reply with, I'm a belter. I'm paid to know everything. Because that's the phrase that Dad uses when he's teaching. Whenever students are very confused as to why he knows something about them, he goes, I'm paid to know everything. So we just continue this legend of the belter, and it can only go well for us.
The Belters who know everything.
And then there's Mr. Foe, who in 6th grade when I had Mr. Foe, and I'm apparently going to have him again this year too.
Oh.
But he called me the belter. Like I was wielding a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you and I are probably one of the few students that Mr. Fote has had who have been remotely willing to backsass him at all.
Backsass?
I mean, not like strong backsass, but like he has the reputation of being the scary teacher.
What? Well,
The scary teacher.
So if you can scare the scary teacher,
Well, not scare him, but like
oh yeah, but not be scared of him.
not intimidated. Like one time. Hello, Mom.
Hello.
How's it looking?
Yeah.
I'm glad I tried to stop you from
Too many
doing
sticks?
that. No. I thought you were bringing candy.
Oh, I
yeah.
already had those in my car.
Oh, okay.
We were going to get the pile of sticks and brush from Nate's house.
Which has been sitting at my house for probably a decade. And then it just keeps rotting and going to the bottom, and then we get new sticks, put them on the piles, and now we're just leveling the pile completely. We're tired of the pile.
Not yet. I'm still not hungry. Nate, are you hungry?
No, but I could use some water, I guess.
Okay, I'll get some water.
I'll be hungry eventually, though.
Would you like lemonade instead of water?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I have a bag full of smoke. really know what I'm doing. But hey, it's fire. As long as you know how to generally not die and how to keep other people from dying, you should be relatively okay. One thing though, do not pour gasoline on leaves and then throw a match on it. Bad idea. This is gonna be a hot one.
We're getting close to the end game, though.
Yeah, structure doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. Structure only really matters to get it started.
Right.
Once you have a good set of poles, it's just a matter of not actively smothering the fire.
Right, like this.
Well, it'd have to be damper than this to really smother it.
Yeah.
Unless you were pouring an amount equal to one of these big bags on all at once.
Yeah.
Be
So
difficult to do.
another one.
That bag still full?
It is.
We have a handful more bags and the brush. And then it'll just be a matter of seeing how far the fire burns down before we use that. Or until we have to put it out. So we can just let it burn. No?
Especially with the really tight one.
Don't let them your hard fighter with us.
Yeah. I'll just hold off on that later.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't that you had forgotten about it.
No, I have. Felt a slight tingling in my fingers. I think maybe. No, I can't.
Sure, I've had it before.
Oh. It's really good cold.
Yes. I drink it pretty fast, but then again, this is not anywhere near my first time having alcohol, so.
Carry this bag.
We should probably hold off on for a while on the other two bags.
Yeah, this is good enough.
Probably don't need to put the lid on.
Oh, no?
Moving it leaves, not making a lot of smoke.
I suppose you're right.
Give it more access to oxygen, so it burns a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah?
have been really hard to get a fire started before matches. Using tinder boxes and things like that. With the steel.
I heard something from a YouTube channel that said they probably didn't. Like, the average person probably didn't start fires very often. Even though they had fire all the time, they had fire all the time. Like, you wouldn't have a point where there was no fire in your house.
Right, it would just always be going.
Like, you'd have candles or the fireplace or
I see.
or something else burning.
I never
And
really
on the
thought
off chance that all of your fire went out, you just go to the neighbors next door and borrow some fire.
I never thought about it like that. Can I
And
borrow
like,
some fire?
and like armies on the march, they didn't like light fires. They literally carried fire with them.
It would just be like single travelers going across the land, you know,
Yeah.
if they wanted to stop, make campfire, they'd have the tinderbox.
So, you know, lighting your own fire would just be a basic survival skill for people who needed to do survival all on their own. You know, kind of like today.
Be around. Yeah.
Except today it's more convenient to just carry something on you.
Right, it matches.
So, there is one channel I've started watching to like help me go to sleep, called Rewild University. It's this guy who's all about survival training and spending time out in the woods.
Nice.
And every once in a while he does ridiculous survival challenges.
Is he the guy that made like a hut out of the woods? Like just the stuff that he could find?
I don't remember seeing that, but the challenge, the survival challenge to top all survival challenges that I saw, I honestly am not sure how he's ever going to top this.
What did he do?
Winter overnight naked survival challenge.
He had fire, right?
Nope.
How? Really, how?
He literally walked into the woods.
With nothing on?
Well, my understanding is like went into the woods a fair ways with his clothes on, took his clothes off except for the loincloth that he was wearing for decency.
Oh yeah.
For since he was recording a YouTube video. And the only other thing he had on was his necklace that he keeps as a good luck charm. But he said he wasn't going to use that for anything other than as his good luck charm. So, like, his first priority was getting a fire started.
Oh yeah.
So he went out into the woods in the middle of the snow, barefoot, naked, and got stuff together to do a hand spinning a fire going.
Seriously?
It took him a while. But this is also something that he's like adapted to. Like his body is much more well adapted to cold than ours are.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But yeah, like,
Wow. He was able to spin the thing and make a fire.
yeah,
That's
just
hard to do.
yeah.
It's extremely hard to do.
Like this wasn't even like using a rope to like assist in the like there's like some sort of technique where you have like a rope that you're using to spin, and he wasn't even doing that. He was just rubbing his hands together on the spindle to get the fire to start.
It's incredible.
Like, yeah, he only had survived for a single night, but
It's still a long time.
Yeah. there was no challenge I can think of to top this,
Oh
other than like
no. Parachute.
middle of a hurricane survival challenge. And I would call that just insane. But then again, I would have called walking into the middle of the woods naked in winter and well, started like just before nightfall.
Well, still, that's a bad time to start. Because then the sun goes down and it gets even colder.
Yeah. And it was like, I think he started middle of it. It was overnight that he needed. But yeah, like walk into the middle of nowhere, snow on the ground, nothing on you, and come out the next day perfectly fine.
Wow.
Like, he had a lifeline. He could have just picked up and went. He knew his body well enough that if things started going real wrong, he could have gotten to safety before his body completely shut down.
That's good. He didn't
Because
have,
he knows himself that well. But like, how do you top this?
No, I can't think of something. Like, you know, yeah, I can't think of anything. Surviving a burning building on the 21st floor. It's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't own the sound waves.
No, it's true.
And it's not bad music.
No, it's not bad music. It could be a lot worse. Kinda nice. Got a good beat. It's still going strong. It hasn't hardly even collapsed yet.
Yeah. I mean, we put a lot of oil on all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
That's
one
not
thing I'm
gonna-
not sure of.
It's not going to endanger that cord, is it? The rubber?
I mean, it might soften the rubber a little bit, but the rubber isn't what is keeping it together.
Well, that's true, yeah.
It's not nearly going to be enough to like properly melt that rubber.